In my last video, you will have seen me do an interview and some crafting with Mr. Kiran Shah, the stunt and scale double for Frodo Baggins and some of the Hobbits from the Lord of the Rings trilogy right here in my shed. And in that video, you will have seen me give Kiran a gift, and today, I'm going to go and make that gift with my friend Matt from the Dragon's Workshop. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan. Hear that? It's the Horn of Gondor. Better get moving.
Oh, hey Mike. I just wanted to say I finished your horn.
Oh man, thank you so much. It's amazing. It's turned out absolutely perfectly.
Thanks.
While I'm here though,
Yeah.
how about we do a project together?
Cool, yeah.
Let's make some helmets for Kiran Shah.
Yeah, nice.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Now we just need to cut it. Still sharp.
No more than a broken end.
So now we're going to head to the bandsaw to cut out this little section. While you're here, you might as well do some crafting for yourself. Why don't you cut out the next one?
My cuts are a little bit janky. I think I'm going to let Matt do it.
You know, Mike, there is a quicker way to do this. All we need to do now is glue it together.
We meet again. It's just a little.
So we're back with another Nat One Videos Dragon Workshop collab, once again making a helmet, but in this video we will be showing the full process right through to the finishing. For anyone who is interested in trying to make a helmet for yourself, the foam that Matt is using in this project is EVA foam. If you follow a lot of hobby channels, no doubt you will have seen it before, but if you're looking for a good quality and reliable source for this foam, check out Polyprops. They're set up specifically to provide EVA foam for cosplay hobby enthusiasts. Not only can you use it for making armour, but it is awesome for safe cosplay weapons such as swords and axes, and you won't hurt somebody if you give them a good clobber. The only other things that you need is a good hobby knife, some Evo stick contact cement, and you have begun your cosplay crafting journey. When I approached Matt and let him know that Kiran was going to be coming to the shed to do an interview and I wanted him to make a helmet, needless to say he was so excited. Matt is just as big a Lord of the Rings nerd as me, so I knew we were going to have a lot of fun with this project. You're definitely going to be seeing plenty of Matt on the channel. Matt is massively into painting minis and Middle-earth strategy battle game, and he has been encouraging me to bite the bullet and play the game for my first time. So in the not too distant future I will be taking my maiden voyage into MASBG as it's meant to be enjoyed, and we will be also dipping into some joint battle terrain projects and of course mini painting.
For the last step, we're just going to use these rivets. Now we're on to finishing. We need some sand and Mod Podge.
So the glue and Mod Podge has to dry overnight, which means we've got nothing left to do today. What should we do?
Fancy the pub?
Pub. What's that?
It's a pint.
It comes in pints? I'm getting one. Cheers.
Cheers. Hi guys, it's the next day. As you can see, we've left it to dry overnight, so nice and cured and hardened. And all we need to do now is add the strips of leather on the back there. So that's what we're going to do now.
For the strips of fake leather on the helmet, Matt is once again using EVA foam, but this time it's much thinner, but you can also pick this up from Polyprops. First of all, cutting it into pointy strips in a rough manner, then hitting it with a heat gun and scrunching it up into his hand to give it that crumpled worn leather look. The strips are then sealed with Mod Podge and left to dry before the paint job. And the paint job is extremely easy. Matt uses burnt umber and a sandy brown colour to mix up a lighter brown that is dry brushed over all of the leather strips. The final step is then to seal it all with a sealant straight from the rattle can. Okay guys, very quick interlude in the video to do a giveaway. Matt is actually giving away this helmet, which is the helmet that Sam wore into Mordor. If you want to be in with a chance to win this helmet, all you have to do is leave a comment below with a suggestion for Matt of something extremely cool that he could make from the Lord of the Rings. The other thing that you have to do is go and follow Matt on Instagram. Basically, the most original idea wins, and we're going to send out this helmet, except it's not going to be this helmet because this is my helmet and it's my precious. We're going to build you a new one just like this. Alright, back to the paint job. With the build portion of the helmet complete, I'm going to do my best to give a rundown on how Matt does his paint job for the hammered iron weather look. Just like with building terrain, when using foam, you've got to seal the foam before beginning to apply your paint. If you skip this step, it might turn out looking okay, but there is a higher chance that the paint job will be easily chipped and damaged. The paint adheres to the foam far better once it has been sealed. Once the foam has been sealed, Matt applies a base coat of gunmetal straight from the rattle can, and of course when you're using any kind of rattle can, it's best to use some kind of face mask just to be safe. Once the base coat is down, Matt mixes up a dark black wash. Now this wash wouldn't be as watered down as when painting minis, you still want a decent amount of paint. Once it's applied over the helmet, then you take a tissue or a cloth and just wipe away any excess so that the base coat below starts to show through. The black wash will have dulled everything right down, so it's time to come back in with some silver overbrushing to hit all of the highlights, bringing out that metallic feel back in the paint job. For the rust, muck and grime effects, Matt mixes up mild tones browny kind of colour and applies it sporadically over the helmet, making sure to hit around the crevices and rivets where the most rust and grime would naturally build up on a real helmet. With the paint job on the metal complete, all that's left to do was to glue the leather strips around the ear holes of the helmet.
So that's all the rust finished and the leather attached. All we need to do now is give it a clear coat of varnish to seal all the paint job in.
Needless to say, Kieran absolutely loved his helmet. If you haven't seen that interview yet, please make sure you go and check it out. You won't be disappointed. So many cool stories from behind the scenes of the set of The Lord of the Rings, and that interview wouldn't have been possible without the help of my mates Chris Scarrett and also Hayden from The Wizard's Brush. We actually made a sister video for his channel where myself, Hayden and Kieran painted up some 10mm scale Hobbits. Kieran was such a legend, getting involved with us putting together some silly skits for both of our videos, and he also turned out to be a dab hand at the old mini painting. It was like the inception of mini painting actually, Frodo painting Frodo in 10mm scale. A surreal experience but insanely fun. For anyone who's a fan of Middle-earth and the Lord of the Rings movies, you will know just how integral Kieran was to bringing it all to the big screen, so to spend the day with him chatting and having all sorts of nerdy fun was just a dream come true. Links for both of those videos are in the description below this video. There we go guys, it's been an absolutely awesome couple of days hanging out with Matt while he made this helmet. As you can see, he also made the other helmet that Frodo and Sam wear into Mordor, so they got the complete set, and both of these are now available on Matt's store, so check out the links below, as well as loads of other awesome cosplay stuff. Kieran, if you see this video and you've seen how the process has been done, I hope you enjoy it.
It's been a good time, right?
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
So we went to the pub yesterday, and I think now that we're finished,
Up again.
pub again. Bye.